Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we in our game? It's not logical, but you contemplate, are we am I?
No offense to the Czech Republic and no offense to Switzerland, but let's be honest about this thing for 1/2 second here. The tournament begins today for the Canadian women's team. USA, Canada, it's a 2-team race in this thing. Obviously, you can't take the other nations lightly, and Canada didn't. They took care of business in their first 2 games. First actual game was postponed. We'll get to that on Thursday. But here tonight in Milan, we have the first real test for Team Canada, and that is against their rival, Team USA. And Canada will indeed be without Marie-Philippe Poulin, MPP, Captain Clutch. She left yesterday's game with a lower body injury. It looked like her right leg. She got checked into the board illegally because there's no check-in in this league here in the IIHF for the women's game. She got checked in the board, left the game, came back to the bench, did not take the ice, and then left the game permanently after Canada took a 5-0 lead. Conspiracy theory, Jesse, for half a second. We've been doing a lot of things for half a second. Another half second. Conspiracy theory, Jesse. If this is the gold medal game, she's out there. She's out there and she's playing. This is the round robin. All teams in Group A actually make the play-in tournament or the knockout stage. So there is actually nothing on the line here for Canada except a true test against USA and the number 1 seed in the knockout bracket. That is something to fight for. Obviously, they're going to try their best to win this game, but you're not trying your best like it's the gold medal game. And in my heart of hearts, I believe that MPP will be back when this team is fighting for a medal. All right, thank you for hanging out here on this Tuesday afternoon. I love these afternoon streams. They are so much fun. You know, you can really get into the coffee. I worry about this so much if I have to stream in the afternoons, like doing the Blue Jays games. Like when I was streaming the World Series, those games would start at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And so we'd get like 8:15, 8:30 first pitches. Especially the ones on the West Coast, too, or like the Seattle games when Toronto was in the ALCS against Seattle. And it's like, oh, West Coast start. It's like 9 o'clock. I couldn't get into the coffee as much as I wanted to. I like to cut my coffee intake off sometime in the afternoon so then I get a good sleep. But right now, 2 p.m., oh, my goodness, start chugging, Jesse. While you're here hanging out, Nick is right. Hit like on this video. Hit subscribe on the SDPN channel. We are going to be doing pack openings. Tim Hortons has released these Olympic trading cards with Upper Deck. And yesterday, if you weren't here for that stream yesterday, we pulled a pretty rare card. Let me see if I can find it here. I have so many cards here, I probably won't be able to pull it up right away. Where did I throw it? We pulled a Duos card, a Spooner Nursey holographic card. I have so many cards here. I don't know which one it is. But, oh, here it is. So this holographic card is actually a really rare one. According to CanadaHockeyCards.com, it's worth like $40. Which is really good for a Tim Hortons hockey pack pulling. It's crazy. Team Canada here is taking the ice. We have a 2:10 puck drop. So they're all getting out there right now, couple minutes away from that opening face-off. We're going to be doing pack openings, like I said, as soon as we get to a stoppage in play, commercial break. Maybe we'll do it that, or we'll wait to the first intermission to do that pack opening. All right, line combinations for your Team Canada team. MPP is out. You might not be familiar with the rules of the international hockey and the way the Olympics work. You actually have 2 extra skaters more than what you have in the NHL or the P-Dub. So a lot of teams, Team Canada, they do 13 forwards and 7 defensemen. And that's what they ran with in the first 2 games, but with Marie-Philippe Poulin injured, Canada is going with only 12 forwards. So we're going to have a performance by Natalie Spooner where she steps up to a higher role in the lineup. She's been playing on the power play but hasn't been really that much of a factor at 5-on-5 until MPP has gone out. And now Spooner's being more relied on to provide those things. So she's going to step up to the first line. That's centered by Brianne Jenner, and Emma Malte is on the left wing there, that first line. Brianne Jenner takes that first line center spot there. Daryl Watts, Sarah Nurse, Sarah Fillier, the double Sarah line, the second line, 2 Sarahs. That's how you remember it. Emily Clark, Blair Turnbull, and Laura Stacey are the third line, and then Julia Gosling, Kristen O'Neill, and Jen Gardner are the fourth line there. And Renee Debian gets the second straight start for her in this tourney. It was a little bit of a conversation on if they would go with the starter in the first game, Emrance Mashmeyer, the first game, which was supposed to be their second game, which was Mashmeyer's scheduled start. She was supposed to start the second game regardless, and they stayed on that one. And then Debian was in the third game, their second game against the Czech Republic, and then she's going to get the start again here against the Americans. I like this. I think Debian was solid against the Czech Republic, even though it wasn't the best test. You can't really get her full capabilities against a team like that. I think this is the way to go. I think Debian is the goalie you go with here in this game for sure. We are almost underway. Puck drop. They're at center ice here. And we are underway in Milan, USA, Canada. Biggest game of the tournament so far. Biggest game of the hockey so far. Quick stoppage of play here. Quick stoppage of play there. Quickly. We're getting a face-off down at the other end. There we go. Face-off's won by Team Canada. They send it in deep. It's a bouncing puck. A little wraparound there by Canada. Can't feed it through. And the puck leaves the zone. What's the, Justin, send me through the poll results. I don't have it on my screen. I don't have it. I want to know, is the chat, are we mostly Canadians here rooting for Canada? Like, you gotta believe that the majority of people here are Canadians rooting for Canada. But if you're American, poll is about 60-40, says the SDPN chat. USA, baby, we got a call there. Not Canadian today. Go USA. Cappy Canuck. What the hell? Cappy Canuck. Trial says America's game. Ryan. Oh, no. Yanni says a bunch of Canada flags. A lot of Americans here. Wow. Wow. Cappy Crunch, I should say. I said Canuck. Cappy Crunch. Rooting for America there. Yeah, how dare you? How dare you? It's Canada. Canada pride. Like, have some respect. Have some respect for your country. Oh, we got a super chat here. First super chat of the day. Girthy Bettman. Rooting for America. Of course you are, Girthy Bettman. You are a Girthy Bettman. Of course you're rooting for America. Boo. I think I got a boo button somewhere. Let's get this booing going. We got a face-off draw here just outside of the American zone. There we go. The Canadian zone, I should say. We are back in action. The puck goes behind Canada's net. It's being played along the boards. Can Canada clear it? Yes, they do. They come away with it there. That was Renata Fast, who is indeed fast. Plays the puck down the ice. That's Emma Malte, SDP guest Emma Malte, getting taken down there. A little sitting on her butt there for a second there on the ice. Gets back up. Kristen O'Neill makes a nice little play there. America's playing real tough through the neutral zone there, not allowing Canada to really get anything going early here, 2 minutes in. Neither teams kind of had a real high danger scoring chance. We had that wraparound early. There's a nice little play by Canada. Keep that puck in the zone. That's Kristen O'Neill. Hard on that forecheck. USA, though, looks like they're going to come away with this puck that's battling along the board. Julia Gosling. Julia Gosling real tough on this puck. Can they get it free and come away with it? No, America comes away with the puck there. And they're able to... Oh, Canada gets possession back in the neutral zone. Tyler asks if the dancing raccoon is still a thing. Yes. Of course the dancing raccoon is still a thing. We will bring out the dancing raccoon when the dancing raccoon needs to get out here and provide some hype here. Here's America getting some pressure here. Slap shot from the blue line. Doesn't feed through, but this rebound chance does. Debian, first big save of the day. on a Hillary Knight shot there. I think it was Hillary Knight who got that rebound off of the deflection there. Dabian, nice save. We made the right choice in goal. All right, face-off draw. One back by the USA. That's Layla Edwards. History-making Layla Edwards. We got a super chat here from LQ Hong 84. And we're going to get, puck's behind the Canadian net here. That puck's going all the way down. They're calling icing? Yeah, that's icing. All right, 6:23 left in the first period. Icing there. We have super chat here. LQ Hong 84 writes, first Olympic live stream I could catch. What were your feelings on Canada's jerseys beforehand? And do you feel different seeing them on the ice? I don't like Canada's jerseys that much. I don't like the industrial looking leaf there. USA wins that face-off. They enter the middle of the zone, and that's a goal. Oh, no. Alex Carpenter wins that face-off draw. Brings it back. I'm waiting here for the full replay. Alex Carpenter wins that back. Oh, they're able to walk right in the middle of the slot. Wire one by Dabian. Nice screen in front there. Wow. Good start for USA here. Early goal. That was a nice play by Carolyn Harvey to dance right to the middle. Like, you got to give credit where credit's due. Carolyn Harvey taking advantage of the space given by Team Canada there to her. They did not pressure the puck. They allowed her to walk in the middle there, and she took advantage of it. You know? Like, it's not... That's on everybody there. When USA wins that draw back, you can't let the defenseman just take the slot like that. You want to save. Like, you want to save for sure. But you also gotta give your goaltender a little help there and not allow Harvey to walk right into the middle of the slot and have a clear wrist shot onto Dabian there. 2 shots on the game for USA. They are up 1-0 on Canada here. Let me bring that score back in for you. 1-0 there. Stoppage of play here. All right. Justin Fisher says, how many likes for a DOS appearance? 100. Let me know when it hits 100 likes. We'll fire up the DOS. The jerseys, I'll get back to jersey talk in a moment. We had that super chat about the jerseys. And we have 5 gifted memberships from Deb. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate it. Thank you, Deb. Let me give you a little confetti there, Deb. Round of applause for Deb. The jerseys. I'm not the biggest fan of the jerseys. The industrial look for the maple leaf isn't my favorite. I don't like how the stripes don't go all the way around. It's kind of ridiculous that you would just build it with stripes that go halfway around the jerseys. So I think it's lower on the tier amongst all-time Team Canada jerseys, if I'm being honest. And I'm here to be honest with you. We are going to have another draw here. One back by the Americans, but they can't hold it in the zone after they win that draw. Shout out Joe, who's a member for 9 months. I love both teams, Jesse, from Florida. You got to pick a side. USA looking like the more dangerous here. Obviously, they got the goal already. They've had a lot more offensive zone time. Oh, arm is up. This is going to be a penalty to Canada. This is going to be a penalty on Team Canada. Oh, no. Another... Canada's giving them opportunities here. You know, that's another mistake. Put up the little power play thing for Team USA. They're going to be on the power play. As we said off the top, it's never do or die in the group stage because Team Canada advances to the knockout stage no matter what. But you can't have this type of showing against Team USA. Team USA has been the better team in the rivalry series as of late. I think a lot of people would look at them as the slight favorites in this tourney. And if you're Canada, you've set yourself behind here, and now it's an uphill battle. SLS writes with the super chat, Canada's team has the 2006 men's team feel, struggled a lot in the rivalry series and didn't learn from their mistakes in their roster decisions. A lot of actually, it's 7 new bodies for Canada at this tournament in comparison to last Olympics. So there's quite a bit of turnover, I would say, with this roster. But they've been playing together for a little bit now. So that's not an excuse. They have the rivalry series. They're showing the penalty here. Jocelyn Larocque. Jocelyn Larocque had a little check. It was clean on Murphy there, on Abby Murphy. And then Blair Turnbull comes in and lays a check on a sitting down. Abby Murphy there, which you can't do that. You can't check Abby Murphy when she's sitting on the ground, Miss Turnbull. Pickleball Pat says, not a fan of the black on red jerseys. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, guys. Swing and a miss. USA is going to be on the power play here once the official is done chatting with Troy Ryan. While you're here waiting for this chat to finish with Troy Ryan, hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. USA wins that face-off. They throw it back up to the point there. Send it down low. Back up to the top. Layla Edwards with a shot. Makes it through. Nice save by Debian. Canada's able to send it all the way back down to the other end. Erin Frankel makes a little shift over with the puck to her defender, who breaks out of the zone. Canada here trying to push him to the outside. American player falls. Canada gets the puck. Fast is trying to dig it out from the boards there. Canada's breaking out here, shorthanded. Oh, and they come in offside. Shorthanded chance there for Canada. Unfortunately, they are offside there on the shorthanded chance. Super chat here. Let me see if I can read this quickly while we have a stoppage here. JJP says, cheering for Team USA women's, but for men's, it's Team Canada. I may be American, but as a Pens fan, it's always go Crosby. I've heard that a couple times already. People are so into Sidney Crosby, like Pens fans, that they'd rather just root for the guy than their own country. That is how adored Crosby is. And rightfully so. I don't blame you. Sidney Crosby is everything you think he is. This guy right here. USA here entering the zone, back in the zone on their power play. Canada doing a great job on this PK. USA hasn't looked very dangerous. Canada sends it down. Oh, that puck's out of play. That puck's in the bench there. We're going to get a face-off back the other end of the ice. 30 seconds left here on the American power play. Canada doing a good job killing it. Just a little more they're going to have to do here. And then they'll get out of trouble. And then they can work on tying this game back up. Taylor Heisey for me. Hot take. Hot women's hockey take. Taylor Heisey, best player in the world. Is that a hot take right now? I think just on what the Frost have done, she's currently it's like the McDavid Crosby conversation. Okay, I don't want to knock down a Canadian icon in MPP, but if you're saying like who's the best player in the NHL right now, you'd say McDavid, or maybe you're going like McKinnon or anything. It's McDavid. You know, we're going to be honest here. Dabian, nice save there on a power play. Chance for America. They're looking dangerous here with the last 15 seconds here. Sending it back up top. Edwards a shot. Dabian a little save there. And they do kill that power play. Canada's able to kill it. Canada turning things the other way now. They can't hold the zone here. The short neutral zone, like those couple feet that they've taken out there, I haven't seen it had too much of an effect on the game here. It's pretty standard. Like, it's pretty standard in what you're looking at. Like, I don't think it's changed the hockey in any substantial way. They do get through it like a lot quicker. Like, you can tell, like anybody with speed, like Renata Fast, when she breaks out from the back end, she goes through the neutral zone. It's real quick through there, but like it hasn't fundamentally changed the game. I think a little bit overblown that the story about the dimensions of the rink. The hockey's been hockey. Nothing's changed. And most of the action takes place in each offensive zone, right? So I'm not too fussed about that. Dabian makes a save on a shot from distance there. As I was saying, let's chat this out here, people. Let's chat this out, chat. McDavid and Crosby. Crosby, all-time great. He's probably top 4 player all-time, right? But nobody would say currently right now he's the best player in the NHL. He's the greatest player that's playing in the NHL right now. Distinction? Is everybody following the distinction? Greatest player playing in the NHL right now, not the best player in the NHL right now. Slowly, I'm starting to get that feeling with Heisey and MPP, where it's like I can regard her as like probably the top of the echelon right now on top women's hockey players. And MPP is the greatest player right now playing. I don't know. We have the Americans trying to feed that one past Dabian. They can't quite do it. Stretch pass here. Emma Malte sitting out front, feed her the puck. Canada trying to get something going here, circling the zone, but no actual shot on goal. That's Natalie Spooner making a big loop around the zone. Can't find anybody, though. And here is the American team getting the puck. Renata Fast, who's always dictating play from the back. She's the best defenseman in the league right now. Easily. There's a nice little shot. Block, though, can't find its way through. Serafilier chasing the play. Canada, I'm asking for some offensive pressure. 2 shots on goal here through 8:30 left in the first. Oh, that puck's offside. There you go. That puck's offside. 8:35 left to be exact now. Offside there. Checking in with the chat. I'm going to save a pack opening. I'm going to save a pack opening for first intermission. Since we're flying through this thing, already more than halfway through, I'll save it for the end of this period as opposed to doing it in a commercial break that we have right now. A couple super chats I got to get to. 9 Goofy Goober, I love Goofy Goober, great name, says, Jesse, are you getting a Nylander Sweden Olympic jersey? No. I do have a Four Nations face-off William Nylander jersey because those jerseys are chef's kiss. They're so good. But Canada only Olympic jerseys. I don't have one of those. Also, Fanatics sent me the Nylander Four Nations jersey, so it's not like I went out and bought Sweden gear. Shout out Fanatics. They were very nice about that. James says, no matter where anyone thinks Sid will land in the all-time ranks, you can make the argument he could go down as the most lovable NHL in history. He has a perfect Q rating. Q rating is a media term. I don't know if everybody understands what Q rating is, but like 100% Q rating. Everybody loves Sidney Crosby. Even Flyers fans have respect for him. They don't love him like how everybody in Canada loves Crosby, how Pens fans love Crosby, how every hockey fan loves Crosby. But Pens fans or Flyers fans still have respect for him. That's how great he is. His most heated rivals still have respect for who he is. I love Crosby. We have a shot. It's blocked. Look a little dangerous here. USA's trying to go down the other end, looking to generate something here off the rush. They can't do it. Canada sends it down the other end of the ice. And we have an icing at 7:56 here. Flyers as the Pens rivals is Washington Capitals erasure. That's fair. I guess you could say Caps fans. Who's the biggest Pens rival? I guess it's the Caps because the OV connection, how many playoff series they've played on. They've played against each other, I should say. Is that another icing call? Canada ices the puck off of the faceoff where they just had an icing. Canada, not happy with this performance so far. Don't forget to hit like on the stream. Keep Six says, it looks like the refs are taking it easy to have a good game. They've definitely been, they haven't been like quick on the whistles, that's for sure. They definitely have been letting a little bit more go. There's a shot from USA. No, not dangerous though. That puck's going down. We're back at center ice here. Is that offsides? That's not offsides. I thought the USA came in offsides there. Oh, there it is. That one's offside. A little slowdown here in the middle of this first period. Not a lot of back and forth action. USA clamping down. Not allowing Canada to do anything. Their D is looking good today. They're playing in great structure, Team USA is. Canada has been really struggling trying to break through and set up offensively. There's been very limited chances here for Canada. Here's something. There's a shot from deep, doesn't reach the net. Canada hands it over to you, Team USA. USA flips it over to Debian, who does not cover the puck. Lets it play. And a shot from the blue line there. Debian is going to cover it there. On the Caps, Flyers, Pens rivalry, we got Vadersky weighing in. Caps were the better team during the big years compared to the Flyers, but we always hated the Flyers more. I feel like that's how it is, right? It's just the natural Pittsburgh-Philly thing, even though like the Caps are the rivalry in terms of the teams on the ice playing each other. Here's Julia Gosling. Can't get anything going. You see, okay. Julia Gosling enters the zone there, right? Team USA, great defense. They push to the outside. All she has is like a lazy flip that gets deflected, and USA takes the puck behind the net, and they break out then. That's what Canada's game's been this whole time. Like, watching them against a lesser opponent like Czechia and the Switzerland, like, Gosling's taking that puck. She's going to the middle of the ice. There's going to be a play on the goal. Somebody's trailing the play to help her out. And here against a smothering USA team, they force her to the outside. It's a weak little deflected shot, and that's it. It's done. Canada's got to find a way here to play at least a little maybe off the rush. They can't get anything going. Maybe a little dump and chase? I don't know. Because carrying the puck isn't effective. USA's too fast. They're way too fast right now. Here's a little flip in that's not effective. There's a dump that's covered by America. Ooh, little takedown in front. Laura Stacey getting physical. Clark coming in there. Lend a helping hand. Deb says Canada's looking a little sleepy this afternoon. Hundo P agree. Slow start. The Americans have so much more speed. They have so much more speed in every single way right now. It's like as soon as Canada gets the puck, America's all over them. So that's what we're looking for. We need a little bit more speed here from Canada. I don't know if they can't generate the speed here with the puck, like maybe they got to switch to a little bit more dump and chase, because like carrying the puck in the zone isn't working. Every time they try and enter, it's like, oh, American defender gets there. Oh, they forced me outside. Oh, I'll lose the puck. So hopefully we can pick things up here. Let's pick things up here, Canada. Canada, I was watching the short track speed skating, the mixed short track speed skating. I forget what the distance actually was. It was 18 laps around the short track rink there. Fantastic stuff from Team Canada. Great win. They picked up the silver medal. The Chinese team had a little bit of flaw. I felt so bad for the girl, because like speed skating, short track speed skating is all about like if you screw up, you're done. Like, you got to be perfect every single time, else somebody's going to swoop in there and take advantage of it because everybody's so fast. And she had, like, a tiny little flub with her skate where she was slightly off balance, and that's all it took for the Canadian team to get in there. And I think it was the Belgium team came in on for bronze there to take it away from China, because you can't get back into it unless somebody ahead of you also has a mistake like you had. And the Italian team actually took gold, which is cool to see for all of the home fans that were there. The Italian speed skating program apparently really good. The Belgium one, really small, so for them to pick up the bronze was awesome to see. That's icing there. After we just had a face-off draw, a little icing there. We're getting another face-off here. won by Team USA. I got to check out the face-off stats at intermission because it feels like USA's winning all of them. Here's Blair Turnbull bringing the puck in the zone. Can Blair Turnbull generate anything? Okay. She threw a puck out front. Bounced off the goalie's paddle. That's something, Blair. I'm asking for some offense to be generated out of this Team Canada here. Let's get this clock back ticking for everybody here. As Aaliyah mentions there in the chat, play hard for MPP. If you didn't know, Marie-Philippe Poulin is out of this game, is not playing because she sustained a lower body injury last game, and they're holding her out of this game. She did not return. It was a 5-0 game at the point when she was like done, so there's no point in having her return there. And then this game, it means a lot, but it doesn't mean a lot in terms of like an elimination game. Canada's either going to finish 1-2 in the group. Hopefully it's 1, but they are going to advance to the knockout stage regardless. So you want to hold back MPP to get healthy for the potential knockout stage. There's a shot from deep, can't find its way through. And Layla Edwards here coming through center ice, dumps it and goes for a change there. Here is Team Canada trying to get some every single time. Every single time they enter the zone, it's nothing. USA gets the puck behind the net. What a backhand pass! Oh my goodness! Blind backhand spinorama pass out front. USA finishes it there. Unreal play on the forecheck. Boca finishes it off. Is that Abby Murphy? Wow. Jeez. Bilka, Hannah Bilka gets an unreal pass there from Abby Murphy. Jeez. Yo, they're taking our lunch money right now. I'm trying to watch this replay one more time. Give me this Abby Murphy magic. If anybody can pick up Bilka, would have been awesome. All alone in front. There's actually 2 USA players all alone in front. Nobody's guarding the front of the net in front of Desbiens. Abby Murphy blind says, yo, she's somewhere there. I don't care. I'm going to throw it right out in front. And she was right. She was right. There was no Canadian defenders to take that puck. Abby Murphy, unreal. Bilka, unreal to just walk right in. Nobody's stopping her. And it's 2-0 USA. Gosh darn. Rough start for Canada here. 5:53 left in the first period here. Let me bring the score back up for you. 2-0 USA. Fix that 2 for you on that scoreboard. That is... That's a rough start. That is a rough start for Canada. And I don't blame Desbiens on either one of those. I don't blame her at all. You know, the first one, Carolyn Harvey is able to walk right in, have a clean wrist shot. And the second one, Abby Murphy is able to blindly find Bilka. So what can Debian do there? Here's a nice little play by Canada trying to make a play there. Shot from deep. Did that even get through? Like, USA's been great at clogging up the front of the net. Puck goes out of play into the American bench there. Here we have a message from Lindsay N98. Hello from Alaska. Just hoping for a good game. Thank you for tuning in, Lindsay. We appreciate your presence here on this stream. I appreciate all of your presence here, viewing this thing as America has taken a 2-0 lead with 1:13 remaining in the first period. Blair Turnbull loses this face-off draw, as the Canadians have tended to do, but they do hold the zone here. And they lose possession again. That's going to be a puck out of play there. 57 seconds left in this first period. Do you think there's a war in the Katy Perry household right now between her and Justin Trudeau? Is that what we're getting at here? Zuram says, don't worry, Katy Perry will let Justin Trudeau cry on her lap. Yeah, they got a big battle. Does she have to root for Canada because he was the prime minister? Is that how this thing goes? Okay, let's see if Canada can get something going here with less than a minute left. If they're trying to get something going here. They're actually keeping the puck in the zone for once. Rare. And then now, turnover! My goodness, shot is wide by the Americans there. Canada giving up the puck. Sloppy play by Canada. Again! Play out in front. Debian makes an unreal save there to keep this 2-0. My goodness! USA is this close to it being 3-0 heading into the first intermission. Wow! 2 real sloppy plays there to end the first period. My goodness. Don't like that at all. Francois Lobel with the super chat that says, go Canada, go. I hope Canada goes straight to better hockey in the second as this first period is over. Wow. Super chats here. We got 5 gifted SDP VIP memberships from Francois Labelle. Thank you. That'll boost our spirits a little. Appreciate that. As I said, as you can see as well, 2-0 is the score. We're going to try and boost our spirits here for Team Canada by opening up some hockey cards. James says, just when I thought I escaped the Leafs for a bit. Thank you for the super chat there. The rivalry series was no joke. I saw that chat there. Definitely no joke. USA looked good in that rivalry series, and they've looked good in this game so far. Let's drop that score buck here. Okay. Tim Hortons hockey cards. Find them at your local participating Tim Hortons. I'm going to let you know that we are looking for some specific cards here. I personally want a donut card. But if we don't get a donut card, I will also take one of 87, because 87, signed Sidney Crosby cards. I will also take one of 29, because 29, signed Nathan McKinnon cards. It would be really cool to pick one up of those. Also, a Tim's $50 gift card. There's 200 of those available. Let's see if we can pull anything special out of this pack here. We're going to do it secret style. The middle card, Robert Malloy let me know that the middle card is the special card. So we're going to save the middle card for last. Okay, so I'm going to do this with you live. I don't know what's in here. I put it on top of my head so I can't see it at all. All right, here we go. Let's see what's there. We're going to pull the first card, then we're going to put the middle one last. Okay, first card. It's a base card. Sam Reinhart. This is a Sam Reinhart base card, Olympic card. He played for the, actually not Olympic, but like Team Canada card. World Championship in 19, World Championship in 16, World Championship in 15 and 14, and the under 18 World Championships in 13. Sam Reinhart, boom, right there, Team Canada, nice card. All right, so we're going to take this middle card. I'm going to put it there. I don't know what it is. I'm going to take the one on the bottom. Okay, one on the bottom is Sarah Fillier. Hey, we got a Sarah Fillier base card. She was in Beijing in those Olympics in 2022, had 8 goals, 3 assists, 11 points. Unreal tourney for Sarah Fillier in Beijing there. And then the last card, we have the last card in our hands. This is supposed to be the special card. Pack is empty. Let's see what the last card is. A Ray Bourque Northern Stars card. Nice. It's not quite a donut. It's not a Boston cream, but it is a Ray Bourque card, which is pretty cool. Ray Bourque, it doesn't have stats on the back. It just has like Ray Bourque Northern Stars thing. There you go. We'll keep opening packs. Keep looking for those signed Crosby and McKinnon cards. Keep looking for the donuts. You can get your Team Canada hockey cards at Timmy's. I got the whole thing here. I gotta put them actually in here eventually. They're just all kind of scattered in front of the table in front of me. So eventually I'll put them in the little booklet. But yeah, that's our pack opening number 1. I'm going to do 2 more. I'm going to do 2 more today on this stream. We're going to go to intermission. I'm going to play you a clip from the Steve Dangle podcast. We previewed a bunch of teams for the Olympics. I'm going to play you one of the team previews from yesterday's episode, and then I will be back after this clip. Enjoy.
Let's go on to Team Sweden, Jesse, because this is a team that is hampered by injuries, and guys like Leo Carlson should be here, is not here. Ricard Raquel still got that potential injury. Elias Lindholm still got a potential injury. But let's start.
William Karlsson as well.
William Karlsson is even playing. Yeah, he's there.
Third line. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. But let's go through it. So on the top left, Kempe, Eriksson, Ek, Nylander. That's your top line. Forsberg, Lindholm, Raymond is your second line. That's crazy. Raquel, Pettersson, Zabinajad, and Landeskog, Pontus Holmberg, Leaf great, and Jesper Bratt. And then on defense, Gus Forsling and Rasmus Dahlin. That's going to be nasty.
Yeah.
Hedman and Rasmus Anderson on line 2, also nasty. Phil Broberg and Erik Karlsson on line 3. And in goal, Gustafsson, Markstrom, and Wallstedt. And if they're smart, Gustafsson and Wallstedt are the only goalies that play. No disrespect to Jake Markstrom, but this is one of Jake Markstrom's bad years, and we know how he operates. It's one bad year for every 2 good years. So put Wallstedt and Gustafsson in there. Good for the Wild, by the way, for having that. And Wenberg, Ekman Larson, Marcus Johansson, and Hampus Lindholm. Are on this. So what's so interesting to me is Ekman Larson and Hampus Lindholm are unbelievable defensemen, and technically speaking, not in the lineup as of now. I would imagine that if we're starting on defense here, Hampus Lindholm is the 7th defenseman that's dressed. But I think Oliver Ekman-Larsson needs to get into that top 6. Maybe I'm biased, but he's been spectacular.
OEL plays both sides, right?
Yeah.
Which to me makes him a better option for number 7.
Yeah.
And I'm not
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that because he's a Leaf. I'm saying that, like, if any... Okay, Broberg goes down.
There
goes OEL.
It's like having a utility infielder on your bench who can play all the positions in the infield, as opposed to just like a second baseman who can only play second base.
We're playing great. Oh, Rasmus Anderson got hurt.
Yeah.
Throw an OEL.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
That's a really good point.
This defense, besides being pretty strong with the puck, is tough as fucking nails. These guys are mean. Forsling Dahlin. Yuck. Hedman, like Rasmus Anderson is tough enough, but Hedman's a bastard on his own. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson, not a guy to be messed with either. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, and you left one guy off the tough list.
Well, Carlson's not tough.
Yeah.
And I don't think Broberg's like mean.
Adam. What are your true thoughts on Erik Karlsson's game?
I think he's a fantastic puck-moving defenseman who's working really well in Dan Muse's system. I think if it's a tight game and you want defensive defense, you better hope Lindholm or Ekman-Larsson are dressed. That's where I think you switch out, right? Yeah. I trust Ekman-Larsson or Lindholm far more in that 6 spot in a tight game, than I would Erik Karlsson. I think that's fair.
I just know you're not a fan of.
I'm
his
not
game.
a fan of his attitude when he's losing.
Yeah,
but he's an all-world first ballot Hall of Famer.
Steve.
So here's what's always a fascinating aspect of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Internal team politics. Right? Scratching Karlsson, there's an argument for it. How on earth do you do it?
Not an option.
Like, most justifiable decision you could make. Wallstedt backs up Gustafsson. You know how I know it works?
It works.
The Minnesota Wild.
Yeah.
Look at their numbers. And they know each other's game day routine. They talk to each other on the bench all the time. They bounce off each other. Hey, what do you see in here? What do you see in there? Is that not the most logical thing? Nah. Let's just throw that out the window to put in an older goalie who has had a far inferior season to Wallstedt. You know what I mean? Now, that's the way it's listed.
Who knows?
Who knows what they actually do, but I think it would make Gustafsson better to have Wallstedt, and it would make Wallstedt better to have Gustafsson. So, internal team politics, huge role in every team, and
how about
Sweden's,
this?
And Erik Karlsson's going to play because he has to.
Well, he has
35 and Erik Karlsson.
Jake Markstrom's save percentage this year. Can anyone hazard a guess?
894.
Jesse.
888.
882.
Oy,
what are we even doing? Now, Wallstedt's
Come
got
on.
the injury thing, but he was just had an illness, so I think he'll be fine. To me, it's time for the young guys to take over Sweden's goaltending. Now, let's go down to the power play.
Speed, by
You don't want to do the forward group?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, sure, we can do the forward group. Why not? Okay. I think in terms of scoring up the middle, you are going to miss Leo Carlsson here. I mean, he was on until mid-December. He's got the left thigh tear, I think. He was on such an unbelievable heater that Eriksson Ek, very strong forward, obviously, for the Minnesota Wild. Lindholm doesn't score like he used to when he was playing between Tkachuk and Gaudreau, and I don't know if he ever will again. Pettersson hasn't scored since he signed the extension, and Pontus Holmberg is where offense goes to die. So up the middle, guys, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, strong defensive, no question. The goals are going to have to come from the wings.
They remind me of the Minnesota Wild in the way up the middle is the light point in this lineup, and they're so strong on the wings and defense, and in goal they have the Wild's goaltenders, and then Eriksson Ek, their number one center.
I'm fascinated by how Sweden deploys Pontus Holmberg. Fascinated by that because it's based on the way he played last year. It's shocking he's there at all. But he's had a much better season in Tampa. John Cooper friggin' loves him, and he's good enough to be Canada's coach, so you might know a thing or two about this player. But also, he's kind of a Swedish Army knife. You could play him at any one of the 3 forward positions. So how many face-offs does he take? What end does he take them in? Do you have him in a penalty killing role? Are you up 1? Who do you throw out there? My assumption is Joel Eriksson Ek. But I'm fascinated by how the new guy plays.
Right.
As of now,
Pontus Holmberg, if we're being honest, he's not in the lineup if Leo Carlsson is healthy.
Yeah.
In a paper world where all this is just outlined, everybody's perfectly healthy, he's not there.
No.
And by the
Elias
way,
Pettersson, shot blocking king.
he's not listed. Holmberg is not listed on the PKA currently either.
No.
So he doesn't need to be.
No, he doesn't. But I just think that would be his role if you were going to do it.
And Brott on your 4th line is nuts.
Holmberg Brott is going to be an interesting combo.
Yeah, Brott was to me a top 3, top 2 forward on Sweden at the 4 Nations.
By the way.
Brett.
Sorry,
so I don't think
making that mistake.
I don't think Bratt's going to stay there. I think he's going to supplant Zibanejad at very least.
Adam, is it going to be Brett Winter?
It might be Brett Winter. I think no disrespect to Mika Zibanejad, but I think he's had a rough year, and I think there are, as you said, team internal politics. You can't put Mika Zibanejad on the fourth line to start, but if Bratt has a really good game, I don't see Raquel, Pedersen, Bratt. I mean, listen, the guys ahead of him are Nylander and Raymond, so it's hard to imagine him getting higher than that. But I think that third line might need a Jesper Bratt, and then Zibanejad, Landeskog, and Holmberg make up the fourth line. That's still a very strong.
I think this team is going to score a lot more goals than people think. They have a lot of good finishers.
Swedishers, actually.
The way they're built is kind of, all right, the center takes all defensive duty. Wings.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. Philip Forsberg.
Fly.
Phil Forsberg's going to have a good time.
I think it might be just like really advantageous to them that they don't have a bunch of high scoring centermen, and that the guys who should be the most defensively responsible can play that position on the ice, and that they can let the wings go wild and the centermen just like do the responsible things against guys like McDavid and Crosby and McKinnon. Like,
wings, green light, and in terms of generating offense, look at their D. They'll be fine.
Yeah, and then all the puck movers on the back end. I don't know. I think Sweden's a little underrated here.
I think they're a sleeper.
Yeah.
And I think, they do have Wenberg in the press box too. And Mojo, Marcus Johansson's had a good year.
Brodin can't be there.
Yeah.
James Carlson. But
yeah, bummer for them. Let's move to the power plays and penalty kills here. So power play one's got Bratt, Eriksson Ek, Raymond, Nylander, and Dahlin.
Those are some killer shots.
And then power play two's got Forsberg, Lindholm, Kempe, Raquel, and Erik Karlsson. And I think that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, same evaluation.
True.
Those are some killer shots.
On the PK ones, Zibanejad, Eriksson Ek, which makes sense. Forsling and Anderson. And then number 2, Pedersen, Bratt, Hedman, and Karlsson. Erik Karlsson killing penalties. He's been doing it in Pittsburgh too.
We'll see if they end up going with this, but
I would think that if they're going to dress a sixth defenseman or seventh defenseman, I could see a Lindholm or a Ekman Larson.
That'd be an interesting way for a coach to use the seventh defenseman in 13-4, just like you're exclusively PK guy. On
Why not
both units? Like that would be really interesting.
Especially when you got Karlsson on the power play already, right? Like, free him up to do what he does.
It's sort of what Canada did with Patrice Bergeron in 2010. Like, it's crazy because it's Patrice Bergeron, but if you go look, he barely played. Right? So
also,
you can have specialists.
Double IHF. It's kind of a stupid rule.
Well,
they have a lot of stupid rules.
Speaking of stupid rules,
what about 12 and 6?
Special teams, I'm glad we're going through them because I think in international hockey, it's a far greater factor than it is in the NHL.
Yep.
The NHL is going backward in that regard. You're just allowed to do whatever the hell. I think,
in many regards.
Oh, yeah. I think the double IHF rules are going to be a culture shock for a lot of these players.
We are back. And I wanted to bring something to the table here. If you wanna just indulge me for a moment, because this is, I feel, important content in some respects, because there are certain rules around Olympic hockey where you don't just get free reign over what you want to do in the Olympic Village and such. There are certain restrictions, and one of those restrictions is game day fits. Game day fits. You can't just walk to each game and do whatever you want. So Sarah Nurse,
okay, happy game day.
Sarah Nurse, Team Canada Sarah Nurse, has been uploading her game day fits to TikTok because she can't wear them. She has to wear the official Lululemon gear. But she did pack all of the game day fits she would have worn during the Olympics. And instead of actually wearing them to the game, where she has to wear her Team Canada issued game day fits, she wears them, she puts them on in her hotel, records the TikTok, and then puts on her official Lululemon gear and walks to the game. So just to show Sarah Nurse a little love, here is one of her TikToks for game number 1 of what she would have worn to the arena.
Happy game day. If you're watching this is my game day outfit for game 1 in Milan. If you've seen, there are a lot of rules around the Olympics and we're not allowed to dress in my favorite game day outfit. So this is what I would be wearing if I could walk in. This set is from High Cure. It's an amazing suede. So cute. Heels are burgundy, match the bag. And this is the fit. Obsessed.
As Justin said, that's dedication to carry all of those outfits to Milan just so you can try them on for the camera. And we are now moments away from puck drop, and the puck has been dropped. We are back here in the second period. 2-0 America. I'll get that scoreboard up for you here in uno momento as we reach 1940. Let's get this clock all organized for you. We'll start it at 19 minutes left here in the first. We'll get that restarted for you. 2-0. Hasn't been a good game for Canada so far. They have not had a lot of offensive pressure. Shots are 11-4 for Team USA, which is an ugly showing from a Team Canada team that should be built around a good offense. So we'll see if they get a little bit more speed here in this period. We'll see if they generate a little bit more. 19:02 stoppage of play. As there's a player down on the ice. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what the incident there was. Oh, that's going to be a power play. Gosh darn. It's going to be a power play for Team USA. Abby Murphy, if you can't beat her, try and check her out of this game here. I think that's Sarah Fillier in the box. A legal check, I assume. Let's see this replay. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, that's interference. Can't do that. Sarah Fillier hops out on the ice, coming off the bench, runs into Abby Murphy. Oh, it's a little, so Fitbull in the chat has a little bit of flop accusations against Abby Murphy. Now, I wouldn't say this is a flop, but it's a good sell. It's a good sell. I wouldn't call it a flop. Flop is like you barely got touched, you didn't even get touched, and you flail and you go. Abby Murphy here gets hit by Sarah Fillier and goes down to the ground very easily. She did stay down. She did look up at the ref, which is a telltale sign. Does her stick get her? SDPN on the chat says her stick gets her. What are they saying? What is it? Can you give me some words? 27 stripes? Oh, 27 interference. Okay. Interference. Yep. USA to the power play. That's interference. It's interference every day of the week. Like, good. Abby Murphy's not hurt, though. Not a flop. I think we can all agree it's not a flop. It's a penalty. Right call. USA to the power play here. They win the face-off. Let's see. Abby Murphy's out there, by the way. She's fine. There's a good little play out in front. Did they squeak that home? No. Ref is saying no. Ref is saying no. Ref saying no goal there. Oh, my gosh. There's no way. Are they doing a replay now? What an awful start here, folks. I'm at a loss for words here. Okay, so they're finally showing the replay. No, that can't be a goal. They're shoving Desbiens into the net. What are we talking about? So, is that Janicki on the doorstep? Janicki's on the doorstep. They're trying to shove the puck home. I don't think you can call that a goal. No, they shoved Desbiens into the net. You can't call that a goal. Desbiens' pad is up against the post. You can't shove the pad into the net to score a goal. Yeah, so no goal. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. James says, if that's a goal, Bettman is running the double IHF. Well, George Peros does have ruling over the Olympic suspensions, does he not? Is that those not the rules? They're showing it again. Yeah, that can't be a goal. Quick poll for is that a good goal or not? Or wait, they keep showing MPP on the broadcast. I don't think you're allowed to shove a goalie's pad into the net to score a goal. All right, here's the call. What are they calling? No! That's a goal. The referees call good goal. I'm trying to understand the decision here. The puck's really loose. Okay, and now we have a challenge. Now there's a coach's challenge. Okay. So now we have a challenge for goalie interference because Canada needs this goal. They can't go down 3-0 here. If they go down 3-0, like that's, it might be curtains. Might be curtains here for Canada if they're going down 3-0. I had to find my water. So we can all agree the puck is sitting there. They're showing the replay right now. The puck is in the crease. But Sims is going for the puck. And Sims's stick is touching the puck and Desbiens' pad. Like Sims is shoving Desbiens into the net. What are we doing here? Ostino says, everybody's favorite game, what is goalie interference? Facts. Sims is pushing Desbiens into the net. Like it's so clear. I get the puck is loose, but even when the puck is loose, you can't shove the goaltender. That's the definition of goalie interference. That's it. That's the beginning, middle, and end of goalie interference. You can't touch the goalie and shove the goalie, regardless of if you're shoving the puck. So let's see. Oh my goodness. Unsuccessful. They rule it unsuccessful. It's 3-0 Team USA. Brutal start for Canada. They've looked very slow. A call can't go their way. Sims is allowed to shove Debian into the net. What is goalie interference then? Huh? USA. Unreal start to this thing. SLS says, I wanted to break from NHL type refereeing, then remembered we have AAHF refs who are much worse. Like, Canada hasn't earned anything in this game. Let's be honest about that. Like, you can't say that Canada has earned a single thing in this game. They haven't earned the benefit of a call. You know, you don't look at it and be like, oh, they're unlucky. They're getting dominated. That's fact. And it's not great. Canada here, oh, they had a chance for a breakout there. They couldn't get it going. Just a missed pass there. Blair Turnbull almost got a lead pass to break out shorthanded. Puck's going all the way down the other end. Team USA looking to regroup on the power play here. They cannot get anything going. Canada takes control of the puck, sends it back to center ice. There's Taylor Heisey out there. Dangerous Taylor Heisey. USA not looking too dangerous on this power play here. Canada doing a good job. Canada, oh, little chance in front. Save there by Debian. Janicki can't get that one past Debian, which is good. Finally, something good happened for Canada. USA is going to have 5 seconds left after this face-off on their power play. Oh, that was a really good tip. I didn't realize how close that was. Wow. That was Sims with a little tip there on that replay. All right. Canada comes in offsides. All right. Can't get anything going. Not great. As Scott says, Canada looks disorganized. Yeah. Yeah, they 100% do. Even like, hey, good little zone entry there. Coming offside. Plenty of game left, though. If you're Team Canada, there's plenty of opportunity here to turn this thing around. We're still only early moments of the second period. This game isn't lost. But you're going to need to look a lot better than how you've looked so far. That's going to be icing? Are they calling that icing? No, no. Yes? Yes, they are calling that icing. Remember, no MPP. Remember, Canada advances to the knockout stage regardless of any result here. Group A all advance to the next round. Face-off is won by the Americans again. Canada can't win a face-off. My goodness. Sarah Fillier here, crossing the neutral zone. Good little zone entry by Canada. Let's see if this will turn into something offensively for them. It does not. Team USA gets the puck and they break out the other way. It's a 2-on-1. USA shot just wide. Salemi hits the post. Wow. USA all day. USA now maintaining offensive pressure here. Another shot on goal. That one's wide, though. There's Renata Fast trying to get something going for Canada. Renata Fast has looked good no matter what's happening on the ice. Like, that's easy. I think she's been the best player for Canada. Like, there's not a moment where she's out there and she's not one of the best players who are on the ice right there. Just a puck-moving defenseman who can do everything for you in terms of generating offense from the back end. And the disappointing thing is she has no help. So Canada wins this face-off here, finally winning a face-off draw. Shots are 17-5. Super chat from James. Are you guys going to talk about the KHL goalies' hardest shot comp on the pod? Also, should the NHL do that for fun in their skills comp? I've always thought the NHL skills comp, they can get so much more wacky. I would love to see a goalie hardest shot. There's so many fun things you can do with hockey players on ice, and they don't really take advantage of it. Like, we need to get goofy with the skills comp for the NHL. That's another icing on Canada. Dang. Canada taking the puck in. That's Spooner taking the puck into the zone. Does not come away with it there. America goes back down the other way. And they're trying to make a play here. They can't feed. Layla Edwards can't feed one down low. Team USA all over Canada here. Okay, here's something. Laura Stacey on the rush. Shot wide. Oh, Aaron Frankel made that save. Okay, Laura Stacey trying to take the game on by herself, trying to make a play, taking on all of USA. Most dangerous moment for Canada in a while, but easy save there by Aaron Frankel. Canada, okay, they're turning that Laura Stacey rush into a chance here. Shot from the blue line. Oh, two Canadian players converge on the puck there. Is that going to be a penalty? Abby Murphy rocked to the ice by two Canadian players simultaneously. Oh my goodness! What are you doing? What are you thinking in that moment? You know that checking is illegal, and two of you run full speed into the back of Abby Murphy while you have the puck in the offensive zone for absolutely no reason because the puck's at her feet and you're like, I'm going to go charge at her numbers. And you think that's a smart hockey play. They look lost. They look lost out there. They look confused. Looks like they've never played hockey before. Laura Stacey makes the first play that Canada's made in 400 years, and you turn that into a little offensive pressure, and then you turn that into a penalty. Kristen O'Neill runs right into the back of Murphy for no reason. And then Claire Thompson joins her. I think, who's going to get the penalty? They're giving it to... Yeah, they're giving it to Kristen O'Neill. They're giving it to Kristen O'Neill there for the cross check. Even though Claire Thompson's like, I'm going to get in on this action too. Ugly stuff from Canada. Wow. Here's America now. On the power play. Canada's able to clear the puck there. By Renata Fast got that puck out there. USA regrouping, coming back to the zone there. Oh, they're able to knock down the pucks, keep it in as Canada tried to clear. That was great play by Carpenter there, keeping that puck in the zone, because it's turned into a little something here for America. America! Hillary Knight down low. They send it back up top. They're making a line change here on the PP. They just had 4 people out there. They make a nice change. America so unconcerned, changing a lot of bodies here. Weak shot on net, though. Debian saves that one. Good little save there. Easy one. Carpenter, beautiful hand-eye there, keeping that puck in the zone there. Led to that opportunity for the Americans. Canada comes away with the puck there on that face-off draw and is able to clear it. Here's a nice little rush by USA on the power play. Still 10 seconds left in their advantage here. Sims playing along the boards there with Stacey. Shelton getting in there too. Nurse is in there, holding fort. A good kill of the time there to end that power play for the Americans. We're back to even strength here. All right. Even strength. Let's see if Canada can get something going. Shots are 18-7. Laura Stacey's down on the ice. Is that going to be a penalty? Power play, Canada? That takedown of Stacey. Let's go. Francois Lebel says, don't know if it's MPP's absence, but Canada looks discombobulated. This is more than just Poulin. You don't go down 3-0 and you don't get doubled up on shots just by missing Poulin. There's much more going on here. They need to get everything going here. All right, power play started. Sarah Nurse working the corner there. She's doing great stuff down low. Hopefully they can cycle it around. It's back up top. Back over to Nurse. Down by the dot. She's looking for an opening. Renata Fast with the puck up top. Spooner's down low. Can't tip it home. Back up top for Canada. Shot from distance. Can't get through. Steckline blocks that puck, and USA is able to clear it. Renata Fast doing what she does best, carrying the puck into the zone through the neutral zone. Enters now the offensive part of the ice. Able to feed it. And Sarah Fillier can't hold on to it. Canada loses it the other way. Joy Dunn coming up with the puck there. There's Spooner, though. Oh, Spooner comes in offside with Julia Gosling. Dang! Dang! Oh! They can't even cross the blue line properly! Spooner with a lot of speed and Gosling just offsides carelessly. All right. 10 seconds left here in the power play. USA is going to kill this one here. They're going to escape with a not allowing a goal here. And we're back to even strength, and USA comes in offside there. Canada was looking good on that power play. Let's be honest here. Canada was looking good. They had a little bit of pressure, first pressure in a long time. And then USA was able to calm the waters. They clear the puck, and Canada comes back the other way. And it's like, oh, Natalie Spooner coming in with speed, and then offside, and you kill the momentum, and now we're back. But at least they look good. At least they look good for a little bit there. Zuram01 says, hey, at least they got a PP shot on goal. Hey, Tyson, shout out you, Tyson. I'm gonna do this little confetti here for you, Tyson. Tyson says, this game is trash, but I really appreciate the awesome job on the play-by-play for those of us stuck at work. You are a valuable resource. Hey, Tyson, I appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate everybody tuning in right now. If you are at work, if you are at home, if you are at home at work, you work from home, folks out there, I appreciate you tuning in on your Tuesday afternoon to hang out with us and watch some Olympic hockey. It's a good time here. It's just not a good time for Canada on the ice. 2025, the World Championships and the Rivalry Series. They're showing it on the screen. 6-0. 6-0. Team USA over Team Canada. It's been domination lately for the Americans against Canada. Undefeated in 2025 against Canada. 2026 now. They're looking good right now. It's not over, but they're looking good. If you can hit like on this video, I would really appreciate it. If you could hit subscribe on the channel, I'd appreciate that even more. The Americans here getting some pressure once again. My goodness, they're so easily able to set up their offense. Debian with a nice little save there. Bilka with that shot, but a nice pad save by Debian. And the Americans get the puck after the puck leaves the zone. They circle back, and here's another opportunity. Bilka. Bilka wires one past Debian after Abby Murphy once again finds her. I don't know how she does it, but she has eyes on the back of her head. Abby Murphy is able to find everybody on the ice. She's able to see where everything is going. She is taking control of this game all by herself. And once again, Abby Murphy with a beautiful play. Turning around, finding Bilka, who sees it top corner, wires it past Debian. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 4-0 for Team USA. Wow. This was unexpected by me. That Bilka and Murphy line. Jeez. That's centered by Taylor Heisey. Don't forget that. Don't forget what I said earlier. Heisey, Bilka, and Murphy, they are dominating this Canadian team. They are making Canada look silly here. It is rough out here if you are a Canadian and you're hoping that Canada can capture gold at these Olympics. Canada is 0 for 6 in their last 6 appearances against Team USA. With this 4-0 deficit here, it looks like it could be 0 for 7. They don't have MPP, but not even Captain Canada, Captain Clutch, Marie-Philippe Poulin could make this game look any closer. Bilka is now looking for her hat trick. Bilka's got 2 on this game so far. Abby Murphy, best player on the ice so far. I know Bilka's had the finish, but Abby Murphy's had the setups. It's been, oh, man, they're showing it again. Wow. The programs have gone in different directions. Man, it is a testament to what the Canadian program has been on the women's side. We got Butler with a $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, Butler. I'm going to give you a little confetti here. The programs have gone in different directions right now. USA has been working on this for a while. Their women's game is thriving. Their university system, that's where it all starts. I'm going to be honest. That's where I think they surpass Canada, is that funnel of where you go, you know, when you're a kid, that teen area, right to, I don't know what they specifically call it, when you're playing as a teen in the USA, like when you're in high school and all those things, but like high school to the USA pipeline, you're playing at a school like Minnesota, you know, all the other great programs they have in the States, and then right to the Team USA pipeline to now the P-Dub. But they've done a great job growing the game on the women's side, and wow. NCAA talent, it's true. And Canada's been relying on a lot of the older P-Dub talent. And they're getting their money run right now, and they got their show run in the rivalry series, and it's just continued. They got their show run at the World Championships, and then it's continued. And they can't compete. They look so disconnected. Here's a little chance. That puck's out of play, though. Emma Malte and Brianne Jenner connecting there, trying to get something going for Team Canada. They cannot, though, as that puck is out of play. Brianne Jenner filling in on that first line center role. winged by Spooner and Malte. Spooner playing a bigger role because of that MPP injury. Canada running with 12 forwards instead of the 13 they had in the first 2 games to start. I'd like to see more out of that first line. The second line, too, if the double Sarah line can look a little more dangerous here, I'd love to see it. But not so far in this game. Wow, blowout. We have to shout out here James, who gifted 5 SDP VIP memberships. If you received a membership from James, say thank you. Burps McGurp says, America is definitely better this year. They're treating Canada like Estonia. As SDPN chat mentions there, the USA team is younger. Yeah, I believe, don't quote me on this. Actually, I had the information here. Canada's average age of their team is 29, which is on the older side for this tournament here. So, yeah, the younger legs are winning this thing out right now. Puck is stuck along the boards there. Blair Tombo trying to fish it out there. Julia Gosling can't get a shot off there. And the USA is going to come away with the puck here. And they're going to all regroup. Under 3 minutes here to go in the second period. And that puck is out of play here at 2:52 left in the second period. A fan there gets a nice little souvenir. Round of applause for this little child, this toddler holding the game puck there, coming away with an Olympic souvenir. That's a moment I hope they'll remember forever. That's a forever memory. The crowd's going crazy for this young fan. You love to see that. That's what the game's all about. All right. We are going to open more Tim Hortons hockey cards at the start of the second intermission. Stick around for that. We are looking for a Tim Hortons donut. I am trying to get a Boston cream donut out of these packs. Here's Team USA now. Taylor Heisey, that dangerous line there. Over to Abby Murphy. Murphy can't get a shot through to Desbiens, though. It is blocked by the Canadian player. And that chance is stopped. Renata Fast does what she does best, and that's take the puck through the neutral zone. Fastly. Alex Carpenter there trying to feed the puck across the crease. Can't find an American to shovel it home. Canada regroups in the neutral zone here. Trying to dump it in deep. Can they maintain possession here? That is Emma Malte trying to get the puck there. Can't hold on to it. Spooner sending it back up to the blue line. Shot from distance. Malte tries a tip. And that is a save by Aaron Frankel. Good. There's a chance. There's an opportunity. I like that. That's pucks on net. Malte can't complete the tip, though. Spooner, net front Natalie, trying to shove it home. Can't get a rebound because Aaron Frankel, clean save there, smothers it up. Doesn't allow Spoonie, Cutlery, net front Natalie to make a play there. All right, puck's won back by the Canadians there, but they can't make anything of it. Emily Clark sends it in deep. Puck's in deep. Puck's on net. Ken Reed would say. We got 60 seconds left here in the second period. It has been a rough game so far for the Canadian squad. 22-10 are the shots on goal. They are getting more than doubled here in shots on goal. And the score is 4-0. I'm going to say it because who cares if I jinx them. The Americans right now and Aaron Frankel are pitching a shutout. As you probably already know, the group stage for the Canadians and Americans is kind of a trial run. They will all advance to the knockout stage here, but you want to look better than this. That is for certain. This is not good enough for this team. 15 seconds here left in this game. In this period, I should say. We have 10 seconds left. Let's count this thing out. They are going to... Oh, no. Oh, no. Penalty? Okay. All right. Momentum. We're starting off the third with a little momentum. High C checks Watts to the boards. It is an illegal check. High C to the box. And Team Canada here is going to have 7 seconds on the power play to end this second period. And in the third, they're going to have the rest of their power play opportunity unless they score here in these 7 seconds, which they do not. We are 2-1. That is it. Canada will start the third period on the power play, which will be good because they need all the help they can get. We are going to open up some hockey cards here. At your local Tim Hortons, you can pick up a pack of these Team Canada Upper Deck Tim Hortons hockey cards. There are Connor McDavid. No, sorry. They are Sidney Crosby, 87 of them. Sidney Crosby signed cards that you could pull from one of these packs. There are 29 Nathan McKinnon signed cards that you could pull. There are $50 Tim Hortons gift cards that you could pull. And what I am looking for out of these packs, I'm going to shuffle this deck I have here. A donut card. I want a donut card. I've pulled probably, I'd say, at least double digits in terms of packs. So at least 30 cards. I've pulled at least 30 cards so far, have not had the luck of any donut cards. This one here is what we're doing next. I did get this one yesterday, which is a duos card, which is one of the more rare cards. This is only a 1 in 25 chance of pulling one of these. This is actually a really rare card out of the set. So I was very thankful to get that. Still, I can't eat it. I could eat it. I could eat it, but like I don't want to eat it. I'd like something I can eat out of this one. Let's see what we got. We're going to do this like the pack openers on the tubes who do it, where they don't show themselves what they pull, where it's kind of like secret, and it's secret with the audience. Okay, so the middle card is apparently the rare card, so we're going to pull the one on top first. One on top is Seth Jarvis, who was named last minute to the Olympic team for Team Canada. Seth Jarvis, who played at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup in 2019 and the Under-17 World Hockey Challenge. Seth Jarvis base card. There you go. That's our first card there. Next card. We're going to do the one on the front because the middle card is the lucky card. We have an Ella Shelton. I love when we pull cards for the people that are on the ice. This is an Ella Shelton base card. She's wearing the ugly jersey. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the jerseys. I don't like the industrial flag. I don't like the stripes that don't go all the way around. What are you doing? Why did they stop the stripes like halfway through the back? Anyways, Ella Shelton from Ingersoll, Ontario, was at the Beijing Games, had 3 assists in 7 games in 2022 in Beijing. All right, now, the special card, the middle card. A Northern Stars Nick Suzuki card. Okay, it's not a donut. Once again, we will be left here hungry without our Boston cream, but instead, we have a Northern Stars Nick Suzuki, which is pretty cool. There's the back of it, Northern Stars, Nick Suzuki. There you go. All right, we got a Hab. You know, we always support our Montreal friends here on this stream, on this channel. So that's our pack opening number 2. We have 1 more to go. I've promised you 3 pack openings. We've done 2 already. We have 1 more to go. And we also have 1 more period to go in this hockey game. Look at that tie-in right there. But before we get to the last period of this hockey game, I will be playing you a clip from the Steve Dangle podcast where we previewed some of the Olympic teams that will be playing on the men's side of this tourney at the Olympics coming up starting on Wednesday. Here we go. I will be back right after this.
So we're going to do a Slovakia and a Switzerland in the same one, and then we're going to do a couple others.
Sure.
Okay, so let's go to Slovakia, Jesse. You got some former NHLers here, obviously notably Thomas Tatar. Ruzicka, I think, was an NHLer for a while, and Juraj Slafkovsky is sort of the big name up front.
Some guys just get so much better when you put them in their country's jersey.
Yeah.
That's Slafkovsky.
Liska, Dvorsky, and Hudacek. And then that's the second line. Kellerman, Pospisil from Calgary, Regenda from San Jose, and then Takic, Sukol, and Okular, who is from Florida. I hope I pronounced his name right. He's an RFA. I don't think he's playing right now here. And then on defense, Martin Farivari, good defenseman. Nemec in New Jersey, great defenseman. Gernat, and then Cernak as your second line on defense. And then Marincin, Leaf crate.
Oh, let's go.
Martin Marincin, baby. And then Sarasnak is his partner.
I forgot he made the team.
He did. He did. And then in goalie, the third goalie. So all the wild goalies are at this tournament. I hope I say this right. Hlavich, and then Gajin, who is a pick for Chicago.
Unsigned.
And then Skorvenik, who is a European.
Is that
goalie.
Ivan?
That is Ivan.
Alan Walsh client.
Noted Alan Walsh
He's got to
client.
get in there.
Ivan's going to play.
Come on. He's playing the NHL this year. He's got to get in there.
But they don't have his team next to him. Maybe it's not the same.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
No.
Anyway, it's listen, this is a group of guys, but it's not bad. Again, Slovakia is one of those.
Not Ivan.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, it's Michael Ivan.
Yeah.
The lesser of the Ivans. Let's be honest. This is a group of guys that are going to have to play insane hockey for this to work.
Of course.
Well, the thing about that is in comparison to Canada and the U.S., like this team can hang with the other teams in their tier of hockey teams. Like I'm putting them amongst, the middling pack here, but they're definitely a step above the Frances and the Italys.
No question. And I look, Jesse, the only thing that's going against them right now is they're in that Group B division, which is Sweden, Finland, Slovakia, Italy. There's one easy out there. One.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, you're in tough against Sweden and Finland if you're Canada and the United States. Imagine Slovakia.
But you don't think Slovakia could steal a game against Finland? That's all they need to do is they just need to get one.
Just one.
Because then you pencil in the dub against Italy.
I mean, that's probably the game you point to.
Yeah.
And you go, this is the balls to the walls game.
Yeah.
Their whole tourney rides on stealing one.
Yeah, Sweden's going to be real hard. Like Finland on paper is slightly less scary than Sweden, but like they're both pretty damn good. I like their decor, and it's all guys who have played pretty tough minutes in the NHL.
Oh yeah.
And
Like Ferravari's no joke. Nemec is no joke. Cernak's a brilliant defender, especially in like tight games.
I mean, even Marincin was on an NHL penalty kill for how long?
Yeah.
Probably too long, but
Probably too long.
but he was very good at moments. Especially, you know where he was really good, dominant, the AHL.
Yes.
And listen, you know everybody's gonna laugh at that. That's a fucking hard league.
It's the second best league in the world. Most half the players in this tournament don't play in a league.
He would have been an AHL All-Star. Like and the thing with Marincin is you always did the Gandalf thing. You shall not pass.
Yeah.
Zone entries. He eliminates them.
Yes. And with a shorter neutral zone. Like I know that is one of the most under talked about factors. Everyone's like, oh, the arena's smaller. Well, how is it smaller? They took all 3 feet, if I'm not mistaken, out of the neutral zone.
The zones are the same.
That's a big factor. And I think that's going to screw a lot of people up. It was weird to watch with the women so far.
Because it's so little time. It's
It
just
is.
all of a sudden you're at the blue line.
And you're in D zone, neutral zone offense.
2 strides, and there's the blue line.
It's been very weird to watch, and it'll be fascinating to see how every team adapts.
How do you, if Finland's the game, how do you do it? You're talking about Lindell Heiskanen. Like that matchup is going to be really tough for this group. How do you do this? It's got to be low event, like Berube's perfect style of hockey kind of thing.
You got to try to have it be low event, and sometimes you just need one guy to be a complete battering ram, and you just got to go, listen, I need you to play hero ball here. And
Right.
For Slovakia, that's Juraj Slafkovský. This is why the performance you put on for your country is what got you drafted first overall.
Right.
And we need you to do that again. Otherwise, we're cooked.
I'm not familiar with the Wild goaltender, but he's undrafted, has 0 career starts in the NHL. So I wonder if he's gonna be able to hang. That's one thing I'm really worried about.
Yeah.
If I'm not, that's why I'm not like too high on this team being a dark horse team, because I don't know the goaltending.
Well, if he's with the Wild, he's probably good. Right?
Yeah, I got to say this. I mean, they're great goaltending evaluators, no question, with the Wild.
Yeah.
I want to move us to Switzerland if we can. This team if you don't want to pick Germany as a sleeper, you might want to pick their next door neighbor, Switzerland.
They're very, very good.
This team's really good, and it's top line is Fiala, Hischier, Meyer, like Timo Meyer.
Yeah, that's extremely good.
Niederreiter, Pius Suter, and Philip Kurashev as your second line. And then Sven Andrighetto, who played some time in the NHL.
Andrighetto.
Dennis Malgin, former Leaf. Berchi. I think that's Sven Berchi. It might be. I got to check.
Svengeance.
No, Christoph Berchi, not Sven Berchi.
Oh, boo.
And then we've got a 6th-round pick in 2021 in Simon Knack. We've got an undrafted Calvin Turkov, you think?
Calvin.
Cal. And then on the bottom line, right wing, Damien Riet, who
Drives a Fiat.
Stop. Defense is pretty good too. Jonas Siegenthaler, some guy named Roman Josi, never heard of him. JJ Moser, who was the return for Sergachev in the trade between Utah a couple years ago. Bernie from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Kukan and Fora, who I'll be honest with you, I don't know them. And then
Kukan.
Kukan,
I want to say,
Kukan.
I think he played games for the Blue Jackets.
Here you go.
Yep.
And then in goal, you'll know Akira Schmid if you're a Devils fan and a Vegas fan. When all your goalies are terrible, Akira Schmid is good. When they're good, he's terrible.
It's a really weird dynamic, but that means he might be incredible.
He might be because Reto Berra. Remember Reto Berra?
39 years old. He's got to be one of the oldest hockey players in this tournament.
So, Reto freaking Berra.
Very interesting.
This is amazing.
They got 2 old guys here. Reto Berra had an NHL career. Giannoni.
Leonardo Giannoni.
He has
Wrong team.
5 Swiss League championships with 3 different teams.
That's cool.
Oh, okay.
He is the Carey Price of Switzerland.
All right.
Wow.
I like that.
A lot more championships.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't understand the comparison. What are you talking about?
Jesse,
Sorry.
I'm wearing a Team Canada jersey. He won gold for Canada. You can't say that.
He was unbelievable in that tournament.
He was.
Oh, yeah. Carey
My
was.
goodness.
No,
Yeah, but we're talking about league
I'm
championships.
kidding.
Jesse's just balancing out his Montreal thing. He was currying favor with them on Friday.
I
Now he's-
love Nick Suzuki.
Let's move down to the power play because the first power play unit don't take a penalty against Switzerland.
No.
Fiala,
Yeah, that's
Hischer,
dangerous.
Meyer, Kurashev, and Yossi. And then you've got Niederreiter, Suter, Berchi, Andrighetto, and Bernie on power play 2.
Roman Yossi quarterbacking a power play is going to be effective in this tournament.
That's a better power play than what Nashville puts out.
That's
a better first unit than Nashville's.
It's comparable.
It's better.
Stamkos, Forsberg. Is Marshall on PP1?
Ryan O'Reilly. Like, if this were 5 years ago, I would give it to Nashville, but I think this is better.
Kurashev might tip the scales,
Yeah.
but like Adams, you're not totally off, man.
Like, that's a good unit.
Yeah.
And also, they're not bad on the power play or penalty kill either. I mean, we saw Dennis Malgin kill penalties in Toronto. He's on PK2. JJ Moser plays a bunch of different roles for the Lightning. Siegenthaler, obviously, for the Devils. Strong. Listen, the Devils have had a bad year, but they do have a lot of talent on the back end. And Siegenthaler's in that lineup. They're not scratching him. They're scratching Dougie Hamilton. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of guys in this tournament are there. Like a lot of defensemen are in this tournament because they put up a ton of points. Siegenthaler doesn't do that. He shuts her down.
Yep.
So those guys are always fascinating in best on best tournaments.
Yep.
Like a Slavin as well. Switzerland, boys, I'm going to be honest. I think they could have got their own video. That's a good team.
That's a very, very good team. And I think Czechia, because they're in the group A with Canada, Czechia, France, obviously Switzerland, because we're talking about Switzerland. Czechia better be careful. Canada better be careful. And you're going to have to, what I think you need to do is you got to get Akira Schmidt off his game early.
You got to get him off his game early. And again, where the Czechs are vulnerable is their, because of injuries, thinned middle. Swiss might have the advantage there. So you find your advantages, find their weakness, and attack the hell out of it.
We got to take a moment here to cover the weirdest story out of the Olympics so far. And I'm not even talking about hyaluronic men's parts injections. You know, the down there area where ski jumpers were supposedly injecting themselves with hyaluronic acid in order to get bigger suits in order to fly farther. I'm talking about something that happened with a Norway athlete, which I think is even stranger. Athena, you nailed it. Let's chat about this. So Sturla, I don't know how to say his last name, Lagreen. He's competing for Norway. Can't say his last name, don't know. He won a bronze medal. Okay? He won a bronze medal. And in his post-race interview, in his ski racing thing, he said, I need to talk about how I cheated on my girlfriend. I'm just going to read the quote. It says, it has been the worst week of my life. I told her a week ago, and then it ended. Of course, I'm not ready to give up. I hope that committing social offing himself can perhaps show how highly I love her. I am taking the consequences for what I have done. I regret it with all my heart. Justin, can we get a poll? Is Sturla, I don't know how you want to word it, but is Sturla crazy for doing this? Or does anybody find this endearing? Does anybody think this is going to work? Does he have any chance in the world to get his girlfriend back? He cheated on her. He won a bronze medal and then said, I'm going to get her back by telling everybody that I'm a stupid cheater? What is wrong with this man? What is happening? I'm just so so confused at how he thought this was a good idea. Also, context. Athena says he also only met her 6 months ago. Please, the girlfriend in this situation, run. Run from this man. He is not good for you. Is that somebody else will come along and they will be the right person for you. This guy isn't it. I'm going to tell you right now. Is not the guy you want to be with. Okay? Third period is underway here. Canada starts the third on the power play. I need your thoughts on this situation, chat. We need to chat about this. 19, almost 30 to go. Clock's going to start going at 19:30 here. Once we reach that on my screen in front of me, we are there. 19:30 to go. 1:20 left in this power play. Canada's going to try and start this thing early with a goal they can't right there on their first chance on the power play. So a minute to go in the man advantage here. Shout out William Dageneau, who won a silver medal in the mixed short track speed skating for Team Canada, along with the rest of his team. But Dageneau, I know he had a hard time last Olympics not making Team Canada, fought back for 4 years, ends up in the mixed doubles race now, gets that silver medal. Great comeback story for Dageneau. Love seeing that this morning. I was watching the replay of the short track. I didn't watch it live. I think it was on at like 4 a.m. or something like that. Wasn't up live for that, but watched the replay when I woke up. Great Olympic for the speed skaters there from Canada. The whole team. Courtney, too. She's from Moncton. Great speed skater. Here's a chance for Canada. Throws it on net. Can't get the tip out in front. They are going to waste this power play opportunity. Didn't really look dangerous at all there. Power play has come to an end there for Canada. Only one shot on goal. That power play went as the game has gone, which is not favorably for Canada. There's a shot on net from deep. No damage there as Aaron Frankel is able to fend it off and send it into the corner there easily. Canada, they have a little bit more legs here to start the third, but obviously score effects. America's sitting back a little bit more. But these last couple of shifts have looked a little better there. Let's get back to the main story of the Olympics. This Norway skier who decided to publicly talk about cheating on his wife or his girlfriend of 6 months. Weird dude. Meme Empress. Shout out Meme Empress. Always on the chats here. Love your support, Meme Empress. They say, which is worse, admitting to cheating during the Olympics or getting caught cheating and called on it at a concert? Concert gate's worse. No, but this guy volunteered this information. This might be worse. This might be worse than Coldplay concert couple. Oh my goodness. Gordon says there's oversharing and then there's telling everyone at the Olympics you cheated on your girlfriend after a medal winning run. Oversharing. Yeah, this is next level oversharing. What are you doing, sir? This is an international event. We didn't need to know this. There's a chance here for the Americans on a rough pass by Debian. If you're a goaltender, don't pass it right to the Americans, and they don't. Oh my gosh, they don't shovel that one home as Debian's able to make up for her guffaw. Jeez, guys. Jeez. Brianne Jenner throws it on net. Debian passes it right to the Americans. And then thankfully is able to make a nice pad save. Oh my gosh. Kendall Coyne Schofield point blank at the net. Can't elevate the puck to get over Debian's pad there. And thankfully she's not able to do it. Else it was almost 5-0. Wow. Jeez. Canada, where is your head? Americans dump it in. Debian plays the puck again, this time safely behind the net to Team Canada. And they're going to come in offside. Julia Gosling. Oh, no. They're able to tag. Oh, yeah, they do call it offside. There it is. Kristen O'Neill touches that puck, and Canada is indeed offside on that zone entry. More on the cheating scandal. Gordon wrote, oh, here's a chance for the Americans. Shot. Doesn't make it through. Actually, the Americans are pressuring here again. Oh, my goodness. They can't get that tip out in front. They're really good with that, sending the pucks from the blue line and trying to get that tip with the net front presence. They're really making it difficult on Debian here. A lot of bodies in front. Canada can't get a hold of this puck. Still in the American zone, and they're going to come away with a power play. Abby Murphy, best player on the ice all afternoon, draws a penalty again. This one's going to go on who? Jocelyn Larocque spun Abby Murphy around. Can't do that. Jeez, that's a frustrating one. Holding. Jocelyn Larocque takes that penalty, holding on Abby Murphy. USA back to the power play. They've looked so good all game. It has been domination from start to finish for the Americans. 2 assists, 4 penalties drawn. That's the stat line provided by King at Goda in the chat. USA not looking dangerous on this power play, though. First, as the first 50 seconds have gone by, Canada doing a good job on this PK at least. Layla Edwards sitting in her spot there. Takes a shot off the post, Layla Edwards. They're really, they do a good job trying to feed Edwards on that power play there. They sit her in that position and they send it over to her, and she's got a dangerous shot. And every time they're successful in getting her the puck. It's really good stuff from America. 30 seconds now left in the power play opportunity. Canada doing a decent job on this kill, though. Oh, that's a hit across the middle. No call there. I think the refs are going to call it accidental. Accidental bump there. Thought Canada might get called for that one, but refs look at it as incidental. Shots are 25-13 in this game. We're not getting doubled up anymore. We're getting doubled up for a lot of this game, but Oh, here's a chance for America's point blank on Debian, who makes the save. Whew. Debian, couple big saves so far this period. Wow. Canada lets that one sneak through. Debian thankfully bails them out. That's a deflection, doesn't reach the net, too high. First break here, we're going to do our last pack opening of the stream here. I've promised 3, we've done 2. We got 1 more to go. First commercial break we will do a very quick pack opening as it's 4-0 for Team USA in this game here. Canada's looked disjointed. They've looked slow. They've been undisciplined. Abby Murphy has looked like prime Gretzky. Bilka has just been a snipe show all afternoon. Picking corners, scoring goals, 2 for her so far. Looking for that hat trick. Canada here now providing some sort of pressure. One-timer opportunity. Malte up and out into the netting. Emma Malte cannot. Thank you, Justin, telling me the power play is still up there on the scoreboard. Emma Malte could not connect with that one-timer. Actually, Justin was texting me the results of the poll. So we had the Norway skier, if you missed the story. Norway skier won a bronze medal, and in his post-game interview said, I cheated on my girlfriend. I cheated on my girlfriend. I want the world to know I cheated on my girlfriend because hopefully I can get her back because I told everybody. Weird thing to do. So I asked you guys, should she take him back? 80% of you said no. 80% of you are correct. He should not get his girlfriend back. It's a weird thing to do. Don't do that. If you're thinking about doing that, don't do that. We're opening our last pack of Tim Hortons hockey cards. Get these at your local participating Tim Hortons. Upper Deck Team Canada cards. We are looking for a donut card or a signed Crosby card or a signed McKinnon card. First card, can't do the reveal until we all pull it together. Shea Theodore base card. Shea Theodore base card is our first card. Shea Theodore played for Team Canada at the World Championships in 19, World Juniors in 2015, and the Under-18 World Championships in 2013, and the Ivan Halinka in 2012. Excellent defenseman. Next card. Let's see what this is. Colton Parayko. Hey, Theodore and Parayko on the back end. I like that. We can do that. Action is back, by the way. As they are back from commercial break, we will do our final card right now. I am looking for a donut card. I want my Boston cream. I've pulled over double digits packs already, so we're into the 30s in terms of cards I've pulled. And I want my donut. Hey, it's not a donut card, but it's a Steve Yzerman gold medalist card. This is a cool one. Steve Yzerman, gold medalist. When Canada won gold at the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake, Utah, Yzerman had 2 goals and 4 assists while serving as alternate captain. That is our last card. That is our last card for this broadcast. We opened 3 packs, and you can open your packs by heading to a Tim Hortons and buying a pack of Team Canada hockey cards while they last. We are halfway through this third period. Emily Clark can't get that puck to the net. Oh! Again, Debian out of her net. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal! And thank goodness Brianne Jenner's there to save the day. USA now back in the offensive zone after a couple scares for Debian in net. We have the Americans taking the puck in the neutral zone. They're just kind of ragging the puck, playing it safe. They have a 4-0 lead here, taking it easy. They're under no rush to make anything happen. They're just passing it back and forth, doing their thing. Refs let that hit go. Americans now in the offensive zone, looking to generate some offense here from the back end. Beautiful play by the defenseman there. But Canada able to stop that one. Canada's going the other way, cannot keep control of the puck. And they go off for a change here. America with the puck in the neutral zone. Oh! Layla Edwards enters the zone, walks in front, wires one home. Layla Edwards. What a shot. Right past Debian. Makes it look so easy. Watching that replay, that beautiful Layla Edwards shot. Emryn Smashmeyer's in net. Debian is done for the afternoon with 8 minutes left in the third. Layla Edwards unassisted. She got the puck in the neutral zone. Layla Edwards got the puck in the neutral zone, walked in right down the middle of the ice. 2 defenders in front of him. They all backed off of her. She's able to tiptoe right into that center spot in the zone. Beautiful shot over the shoulder of Debian. She's got one hell of a shot in the back of the net. Layla Edwards' first goal of the tourney, I believe. And it's 5-0 Team USA. 5-0 Team USA. Wow. Let's get this score bug back up to 5 for you and on the screen. It's going to be now just a race to the finish for Team Canada. You got some pride on the line with trying to break the shutout here. You want to at least not allow the Americans to have this shutout. You want to make it look a little respectable by putting something on the board here for Team Canada. We'll see if they can do it. Dang. Wow. Layla Edwards is making history. I think this is very special to note, as Athena reminds the chat. Layla Edwards is the first black player ever for Team USA in the women's side of the hockey at the Olympics. Took the ice in game number 1 and made history for the American side in the Olympics, which is pretty darn cool. And now she has a goal against Canada to her resume. Awesome evening for America. Hey, if you're America, good for you. if you're Canadian right now, recognize we have a really tough uphill battle. This was always going to be a game that did not mean anything in the standings, right? They're all going to the knockout stage. This is truly round robin. Essentially, exhibition. All games matter. You want the number one seed. But when you show up like this, the game means a little bit more. If this was a close battle, if this was a 2-1 game, they lose it in overtime, that's cool. You know, because then the game truly did not mean too much because you know it's going to come down to inches in the final. Sorry, I kicked my microphone and I disconnected it. As I was saying, if everybody can still hear me again, as I was saying, when you get your butt kicked, the game starts meaning something again. Yeah, did everybody laugh at me? I kicked my microphone. I was doing a little bit too much pacing. I kicked the cord there. We're back. When you lose this much, then the game means something because now you know you are not up to the level of your competition. You've looked slow all game long, as Grandpa Gaming points out. You haven't been able to complete a pass. Debian, who got the start, you know, you want a save or two here. It hasn't been too much of her fault. But now you got to really go to Mashmeyer, I think, the next time you play USA. Maybe Emirates looks good against your competition against Finland. And now that you are so behind the 8 ball against America, it doesn't look good. This could have meant nothing. A loss here today could have meant nothing if you were in it. But now this means everything because you can't hang. And now there should be cause for concern if you are a Canadian hockey fan. The last 6 times Canada has played America in the World Championships in 2025 and the rivalry series, America is 6-0. And now on Tuesday, February 10th at the Olympics in Milan Cortina, you add another loss to that column, and America is 7-0 in the last 7 meetings against the women's team from Canada. This is a problem. This is a concern. At the end of this thing, if this game looks like the championship game, we might be in, we need to rethink the Canadian women's program territory. They did bring 7 new players to this team in comparison to the 22 team, but they are one of the oldest teams out there this tournament. And the young NCAA legs that America is running out there look so darn good in comparison to a struggle bus Team Canada. And MPP didn't play. MPP didn't play at all. She got injured last game. They're holding her out of this one. I'm going to be honest. She would not have made a difference in this game. As great as Captain Clutch Canada is, she can't turn this game around on her own if she's in that lineup. It does change things. It gets Natalie Spooner moved out of the top 12 and into the extra 13th forward spot where you can really use her as a specialty player, net front when you need it and on the power play. It changes things, but it doesn't change the result of getting outshot 31-20. It doesn't change the result of 5-0. Emrance Mashmeyer, who's in goal right now after Renee Desbiens was pulled after 5 goals. She doesn't make a difference either. This is about a whole team not playing well, top to bottom. And that's where I'm sitting right now. Let me know your thoughts in the chat so far about how you're feeling about this outcome here, because I think we can all settle in on what this outcome is going to be. There's plenty of time between right now where we are standing, where I'm standing, and where you are sitting, maybe watching this. There's plenty of time between then and the gold medal game where Canada and the USA will meet once again. Fingers crossed. Let's not count it just yet that Canada will get there and the USA will get there. But they need to start working on some stuff and turn this thing around. Maybe it's time for some sort of lineup change. I got to see something different from this Canadian team over the next couple games. I got to see something different when they come out again, hopefully, against America in the medal round. All right. We're going to do something here. Last 3 minutes. Also, yeah, hey, great point. Antagonist 180 penalties. Little undisciplined here from Canada. Don't like it. All right. Let's do something here that I love doing with all of you. Something that is very fun, that is a good time. I want to know where you watched from. Whether you are American, whether you are Canadian, whether you're sitting at some other spot internationally, I want to know where you watched this effort by Canada from. A lot of play in the neutral zone here. I think both teams just trying to get healthy to the next game. Let's shout out your cities. There's a stop by Mashmeyer. 2:20 left in this game. Stockholm, Pittsburgh, Vancouver, Dallas, Kingston, Buffalo, Georgia, Gettysburg, Malibu, Rochester, New York. Saved there by Mashmeyer. 2:10 left in this game. Whitby, Grand Rapids, Fargo, North Dakota, Seattle, Washington, Minnesota, Fort Lauderdale, Denver, Anaheim, Windsor, Boston, Pittsburgh, Iowa, the UK, Yuba City, California, Leduc, Alberta, Prince Rupert, BC, Syracuse, St. Catharines, Sacramento, New Zealand. I think we got a winner for the farthest location from where I am. Shout out New Zealand. Shout out Red Deer, Green Bay, the UK, Las Vegas, Oshawa, Sweden. We got a Sweden in the chat. Lexington, Kentucky, Houston, San Jose. USA here with the puck in their zone as it has been all game long. Mashmeyer plays the puck behind the net. Canada, I wanted them to get at least one on the board here to not get shut out, but it's not looking good right now with less than 90 seconds remaining on this score clock here. USA sends it in deep. That is going to be icing. 1:06 left in this game. Austin, Texas. Shout out Mike one time. Englewood, Ohio. Englewood, Ohio. Laura Davis is watching from, rooting for America, rooting for the bald eagle to get this dub here today. And they are going to easily cruise to a 5-0 victory in a game where Canada was never in it. There is no point in this game where Canada really threatened. We didn't get doubled up in shots. It's only 33-20, thank goodness. Shout out Tanner, who's looking out at Windsor from Detroit. I love those border cities. There's such camaraderie between America and Canada and those border cities like Windsor and Detroit. 50 seconds left here in this game. Mashmeyer playing the puck behind the net. America is going to be real confident with this game heading into the rest of this tourney. They're throwing the puck on net still. That one can't reach the net, though. Played by the Canadians behind it. And they come away with the puck along the board. It's going to be a little bit of board battle here, a little bit of time killing, a little cycling by the Americans. Keep throwing shots from deep. They keep getting blocked as both teams are now slowly accepting that this thing is over with 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Whoo! 5-0. Aaron Frankel does get the shutout. Abby Murphy, incredible. Bilka, incredible. What a performance by that high C, Bilka, Abby Murphy line. They look great. Canada couldn't hang. As Athena writes, Abby Murphy, absolute menace. That no-look pass to the middle of the slot. Team Canada, what are you doing? Grab somebody in front. Don't let them just walk out in front. Layla Edwards, unbelievable snipe to get a goal there. History-making Layla Edwards. Love to see that one, but I didn't love the result here today. Canada loses 5-0 to Team USA. To end things, we do have Silent Rob boosting the spirits of the chat by gifting 5 SDP VIP memberships. Round of applause. Little confetti for the end of this one. Don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to hit subscribe on the channel while you are here, while you are exiting this program. I will see you again on Thursday. Canada is back in action against Finland, which should be a much better matchup for them. That is it for me. We're going to have streams tomorrow. Adam Wilde is streaming the Olympic men's tourney tomorrow. That gets underway at 3:10 Eastern time. So get back over here at 3:10 to enjoy some hockey action with Adam Wilde. And lastly, your dancing raccoon makes an appearance. There he is, doing a jig. Oh, yeah. Get into it. Boost our spirits there. Thank you, chat. Thank you to Robert Malloy for hanging out. Thank you to Justin Fisher for hanging out. You are appreciated. Thank you once again for hanging out. I will see you again on Thursday for more Canadian women's